Sue here from the Unicorn Advisory with another awesome Kajabi training for you. Today, we're going to be looking at lead magnets, specifically those that are related to a free product. A free product like a free mini course to give a little taster of your bigger course, maybe even a free resource vault, something that you want to put inside a product and sell or give access to. And there are a couple of ways to do it. So I'm going to go and show you how you can set that up so you can start using a free mini course or a free resource vault product as a brilliant way to grow your list and potentially upsell people into your product. So I reckon we go and jump straight in. All right, so today we're just going to go through these couple of options. So when you are wanting to create a product, firstly, we'll need to create the product. So there are lead magnets that you can deliver that are PDF guides and things like that, and we're going to go through that shortly. But this one today, we're going to be looking at how to do it through an actual product, such as a mini course. And we have this mini course I prepared earlier. I have done a training on how to set up a product. So if you are not sure how to set up a product, go and do that one first so you'll get all of the information and details on how to set that up. So your free mini course, and if you're going to do a free resource guide, it pretty much follows exactly the same structure. It's just different content inside your course. So let's say this is our free mini course. I'm going to go into customize so we can see what the back of it looks like. I'm going to assume you've already loaded up your content in here, and we can go into customize. It is all ready to go as we did it yesterday, but I'm going to come back in and go back and put our content back on. All right, so we're going to have our content on here in this little welcome area here. This is a great place for you just to give people some information about your world. You don't need to double it up and put the same thing in here. So if you don't have anything new to add or a welcome video or something like that, you can just turn that area off and just go straight into the lessons. One thing that I would recommend that you do in a free product is make the most of this sidebar. This is such a fantastic place where you can give people a little bit more information about yourself. Most people that are going to join your free product and come and do like your mini course or something like that, or join your resource vault, may not know a lot about you. So it's a really great opportunity to connect. So putting a little bit of information about you in this instructor area is really helpful. And if you have other products, other courses that you might like, a Facebook group, things like that, you can include them here in this section. You can get creative, but if you do have products that you want to sell, especially if this is like a little taster course, you might create an image going, love this course, here's something else you might like, for example, or you can just pop that into the text. So definitely use this sidebar, kind of like an upsell area. The other thing that can be really, really helpful is actually not in the settings, coming into the header. If you do have your header showing, you can actually add this optional announcement, which can be fantastic because if you have a special offer, maybe you're giving this mini course because you are doing a promo of a bigger course, you can put some details and link through. If you are trying to push a free Facebook group, if you have a webinar coming up, if there's anything else happening in your world that you want people to know about, pop it into this announcement bar because you can't miss it. It's right at the very top. Give it a nice color that will stand out against the rest of the page, and you can send someone to a different landing page. You can do a checkout page. So if you are promoting even one-to-one coaching, you could set one-to-one coaching up as a ghost offer product. I'm going to show you how to do that soon. If you had a file that you wanted to download, maybe there's a free resource that you wanted to provide with the course, or you can go to a URL, which is any URL anywhere. So lots of options, and that's definitely a good way to look at doing things by including that announcement bar at the top. So to go into here, this is in the header. You do have to have the header showing for the announcement bar to show up. And you can play around with this and make it look however you want, but that is a really, really helpful thing to add into a free course. So you can put the content in here that you want. If you are doing a resource vault, similar to our Unicorn Kajabi resource vault, then you can just pop your content in. And yeah, like I said, if you've got special offers, other things that you want to promote, Facebook group, etc., then this sidebar area is the perfect way to do it. So that's from the actual product side, but how do you give people access to this? I'm just going to save this. Oops. Cancel, save. Oh, and one other thing, just so you don't get stuck with the annoying John Doe instructor issue, don't forget there's two different sections to customize. You've also got your post section. I might have taken it off already, but you might come in on your lessons and be like, why is John Doe on there? I've already changed it and updated it. We took it off on here, but if you do show it, it's going to show up again, and you might get frustrated because you think you've already updated it. You need to update it in two separate places. So we have post and we have product, and it appears separately in both. So you do need to update it twice. Just remind you that, because it's probably one of the biggest frustrations. It drives people crazy. All right, so we'll save and we'll go back out to the actual content. So we have the course that's set up. So free mini course made, ready to go. Content is loaded in. You've got it structured how you want. You've added all the lessons. If it's resources, like different PDFs and things like that, you can have them all in here. One thing that can work with a mini course is maybe it's over 5 days. You could drip the content out. So just remember, if you are dripping, that you do need to have the drip. Oops. You need to add. The bottom of my screen is not happy. I'm going to call that title just for brevity. So if you are doing a daily lesson, like if it was a 5-day or a 7-day mini course and they get one lesson every day, then you do need to make sure that you add the drip into a category. So you need a category and the lesson. So even if there's only one lesson inside the category, because you can't actually do a drip on the lesson, you need to do a drip on a category. So the other thing is, there's other ways to do it. You can just let people know through email. You can just send them out like a 5-day email sequence and just have everything there as well. So options, you got options. Let me know if you want more information about the different options for how to set that up, and we can cover that, because today it's more about getting access to this free content, free mini course. We can go all into details of different ways that you can set courses up if you are interested. Okay, so option number 1 is that you set it up as a product for sale, and 2 options. You can either set that product up as a product that is free, or you can set it up as a price and you can attach a coupon to it, which makes it free. I'm going to show you both so you can work out what you would prefer. So we're going to go new offer. We're going to go free mini course, and we're going to choose our mini course. And our payment type is going to be free for this. So we'll set it up. So I'm going to give you a couple of different options. And if you've got any questions as I'm racing through this, let me know, because sometimes, because this is my nerd zone and because I love Kajabi so much, I can race ahead. So if you're like, whoa, Sue, slow down, back up. Can you go over that? No problem. Just let me know. And if it's on the replay, let me know and I'll try and do another slower version. Okay, so we've got our free mini course. So we can go through, it's got the mini course included. There's no upsells. You can't do an upsell where on a free course, you need to have it on a paid course, even if that just costs $1. If you only want someone to get this course for a certain number of time, maybe it's free for 7 days, for example, then you can restrict that to 7 days. You can send them a confirmation email, which I strongly recommend. There's 2 emails that I recommend that you send. This confirmation email will come out from Kajabi, and if you are granting access, which we're going to go over in a moment, you will need that so people get given their password and information details. If you want to be advised when someone signs up for your free course, click on send a notification to your team, and just remember that you need to make sure that you get the gray box around or it won't save. If it looks like this, it's not going to save. So you've got to get the little gray box around. Now, something that could be helpful, and again, I'm not going to go too deep into this today because otherwise we'll end up down a rabbit hole and we'll be here for the next 4 hours. on your thank you page, if you create a custom thank you page, you don't have to do this. If you don't create a thank you page, it will just go through to the library and into their product. We covered that yesterday. On a free product, it can be really helpful to do what's called a tripwire. So when someone signs up to your freebie, your free course, you might be like, hey, awesome, thanks so much for signing up. While you're here, I've got this other fantastic deal that you can only get. It's only available while this page is open. And maybe you've got another resource like a small different mini course or some templates or something of help like a workshop, something like that, that's, not too expensive. You'd probably want to keep it under $50. Usually somewhere around that $17, $27 price point can work really well. I've seen a lot of people selling really easy little templates for kind of $5, $7, $9. Those sorts of little no-brainer, like, oh yeah, actually I might get that. You can put those onto your thank you page, because as soon as someone purchases, the thank you page will be the first page they see. They're most likely to be engaged with it. So it's a good opportunity. But like I said, I can go down a rabbit hole and I'll get distracted. So I'm just going to stick with this one. This is free ones. That's just how to enhance a free one. And if that's something that you are interested in me going into, just let me know and I can do a training around that. Still got lots more days, and we've still got like 13 more days to go of training, so lots of things that we can cover in that time. Okay, so automations. One of the things, if you are doing a free course, I would highly recommend is to set up an email sequence. So when the offer is purchased, then subscribe to an email sequence. So you will need to set up the email sequence first. Now, if setting up an email sequence is something that feels daunting right now, start with one email. Even just start with something and just say, hey, thanks so much for signing up for my free course. I hope you love it. This is the benefit that you are going to get out of it. And, let them know how that free course is going to help them. Reiterate that you're there if you've got any questions, and just do that. Just start with something basic. And what you can do is maybe over a week or a few weeks, just keep adding in emails. If you're using your free mini course as an upsell into a paid course, then maybe over a period of a week or so, you might want to just keep adding in some emails, giving some people some more information, case studies, and then at the end of the sequence on email 5, 6, 7, maybe then you can be like, I hope this free course has really helped you. If you would like to go further and you want some more help and more assistance, here's something that I've also got to offer you. Or perhaps you have a webinar or something for that free, for the paid offer, and you can invite them to the webinar after they've had a few emails for you. So again, we can go into email sequences and lots of things around that, on another training, but at least start with one. Have one email go out, and then even if the people who got it in the beginning don't end up getting the extra emails, that's okay. You can just start building it. It's better to start rather than not do this and not put it out there because you don't have that email sequence. Start with one, build it up. All right, so you need to do the email sequence before you can add the automation. So let's pretend we've already done it. I'm sure I've got something in here somewhere. Okay, freebie email sequence. Perfect, that one will do. I have no idea what it is, but that's okay. All right, so that is the automation. Now I'm going to do something else, because if you're using this offer for the second way, I'm going to show you how to set it up. You will need to do it for both purchased and granted. Now, even though this is a free offer, if someone goes through the checkout, it's still counted as a purchase. So when offer is granted, subscribe to an email sequence, and we're going to go our freebie. Now, the other thing I would also suggest that you do, and this is optional, but I like to do it just to make it really very clear and easy when you go into someone's record, when you go into the people area, what they have signed up for, and you don't have to sort of dig around for it, is just to add a tag. So tagging is not necessary. There's other ways to segment. I just like to A, have the tags as a backup, and B, just make it really clear, because it'll show all the tags that someone has straight away. So especially if they've signed up for multiple freebies, you'll be able to see that really quickly. So when offer is purchased, add a tag, and we'll call this free mini course, or whatever the course is that is your name. And we're also going to do that same one for the granted, because we're going to use this same offer for the form way of giving someone access. Add a tag, free mini course. Can you hear my daughter singing in the background? I think she's got headphones on and she's singing and I don't want to disturb her because it's so beautiful. All right. Okay, so we've set up our automation. So this is all the back end side of it, or the settings. If we did want to restrict it so it was only to say 7 days, we could do that here, but I'm going to leave this one open so someone can refer back to it anytime they want. Pricing is free, so that's super easy. Now, one thing that you can do, even though the pricing is free, is you can do this text override. So you could say, oh, here we go. Here's one that Merry Christmas. Obviously, I've done this one before. So, you can put something else, in here. You could say Merry Christmas. You could just say special offer. Get this mini course. Limited. Now, the reason that I'm putting this in here in this price text override is that when you go into the actual checkout, the checkout that people will see when they go into it, and we come into edit checkout. Camilla, I'm going to read yours in a sec so I can stay focused. I'm almost finished on this second. So when you come into the checkouts, one thing that you will notice, and you probably won't notice it when you're building the checkouts, but if you're using this new checkout design, even though this section here comes up first on the desktop, when someone looks at it on their mobile, this is the first thing that they will see. So free is good, but it's not really telling them what they get. The same with your price. If it just says like $49 or $4,000, whatever it is, it's just really nice to use that price override. So the first thing they see is exactly what they are going to get. All right. So this is if you are going to put this up for someone to come and sign up to get your free mini course through a checkout. Now, there's pros and cons to doing this on a form and through a checkout. For some people, they might find that doing it through a checkout kind of, feels a bit more special. And I'm going to show you a way to make it feel even more like they're getting a really, really good deal rather than just doing it. But sometimes it might be a little bit off-putting to do it through a checkout. It might make people feel a bit too committed, perhaps, to do it on a checkout page. So I'm going to show you a way that you can apply a coupon. But make sure you pretty this up. Last night or maybe the day before, we went through how to do checkouts and pretty them up. Make sure that you're putting information in here. Do not leave this blank, and don't just focus on the fact that they get 5 free lessons, for example. What benefit will they get out of taking those lessons? How is this free mini course going to help them? So yeah, remember to focus on the benefits, not the features. I mean, you can put in that there are 5 free lessons and you can talk about what it is, but talk about how taking this mini course, this free course, is going to help someone, what transformation, what benefit they're going to get out of it at the end. You can add in not a logo, you can add in an image here, something that can be really helpful if this, if you haven't got like a sales page for this, if it's just like a freebie, they're linked through from another page, pop on a video, jump on a video and just say, hey, get my free course on how to set up a checkout in Kajabi or whatever it is that you are offering. Anytime that you can make connection with people, it's going to help build a relationship. And if you're using this free course as a way to then sell to someone later, every opportunity that you get to build a relationship is brilliant. So, video is so powerful. So adding a little video in here, that is just going to pop up on the top, and people will be able to view that from this page. So very, very helpful. So I'm not going to go into the details of what to include on there because I've covered that off, and how to make it pretty and testimonials and all that kind of stuff. Setting it up, I have got that in another training, but if you've got questions, let me know. All right, so I'm going to assume that this is set up and done how you want it to be. So what you then do is get the link. You can also, if you have got a page on Kajabi, say this is just on your home page, or you've got it on, a button, or you've got an image, a graphic in there, and you're saying, hey, get the free course. You can either click through to here using this link as the URL or any button in Kajabi. If it says, and most images, in fact, it will give you the option to go to a checkout. So that's then when you would choose this checkout for your free mini course, and you would just choose that. And when someone clicks on that button, graphic, image, whatever it is, they'll come through to the checkout. They can pop their email and sign up for free. So easy. Okie dokes. Now, I just want to show you a way that you can do it to make it kind of feel even more special. So we're going to change this. We are going to change this here to a one-time payment, and we're going to make it $49. No, we'll just make it $49. I won't go crazy tonight like my $25,000 offer last night. So this one, we are going to say, I'm just going to make this up, mini course, how to set up Kajabi in 48 hours. I don't know, I'm making this up. $49 US. So someone will see that if they're buying this, it will cost them $49. So you're assigning a value. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go and create a coupon code. So we're creating a coupon code, and we're going to call it free course. You can call it whatever you want. Just don't put any gaps in the coupon code, and we are going to make it a 100% off coupon. This is a one-off offer. You could set an expiration date on it if you want, but we're just going to leave this one open because we're going to pretend this is our ongoing list building mission. Now we're going to add the offer that we just created to that one. What did I call it? Free mini course. There we go. We probably will want to change it. That's not cool. Oh no, we could leave a free mini course. It doesn't matter too much. Right, now we're going to get the discount link. So this is where if you were linking it from a homepage or from anywhere else, you wouldn't link it to the checkout because the checkout's now going to say $49. So what we're going to do is if you link to a URL, use this exact URL. So it's this part here, click on this and copy it and get the URL. And you're going to see some, I don't know if it's magic. I feel it's a little bit magical. I reckon it's a cool way to do it. You're going to see that the price is discounted to $0. Now, this can be really powerful psychologically. If someone sees that there's normally a charge for this, then it's going to make them feel like, oh, wow, that is a good deal. I should do it because now it's, you know, a special offer. So if you're going to go down the path of doing a free mini course or a resource vault or something like that via the checkout page, I kind of like doing it this way rather than making it a free offer and they sign up, because it makes it feel like it is normally something that would be paid for, that they get, you know, this special deal. So that's my thoughts around doing it on an offer page. The other way that you can give access to your free course is by doing it on a form. Now, I personally prefer to use a form. It has got a tiny little drawback though. If I'm going to use a checkout, I usually do the free course way. So we're going to go and create a form for our free course. Now, with a form, it's a nicer, more frictionless environment for the person to sign up, but they then need to be emailed their login details. So, so with your form, we're going to go create a new form. We're going to call it mini course. Mini course. And then this form you can embed anywhere. If you go to theunicornadvisory.com, I'll show you how we've got our resource vault form. So you can use the single or double opt-in. Personally, I would use the single opt-in for this and be a little bit clever. Single, double opt-in. Double opt-in is, I've done heaps of videos on this. Double opt-in is not legally required. It can just be better. But if you're using double opt-in, please go back to my video that I did the other day and set these up. It's so important to set these up. If you just have important, please confirm your subscription, that's so likely to be looked over in the inbox. Someone might not see it. You know, changing this to important, free access to your free course confirmation needed. is so much more likely to have someone opening that up. And then, if you've got a mock-up for your course, put a picture of it in there. Just be like, you're almost there. Your free course access is nearly here. Please make sure that you click here to confirm and put that on the button. Like, go through that. If you want me to link you to that video that I did the other day, just let me know. But I think it's really important that if you're going to do the double opt-in, you need to go through and do those. So if you haven't got the time, you're doing this really quickly, do single, come back and update that double opt-in, and ideally redirect them to the custom confirmation page. It's kind of like a thank you page. Otherwise, when someone clicks on the confirm subscription, it's just going to take them to a plain gray page that's just going to say thank you for confirming. If you redirect them to a custom confirmation page, you can get people a little bit excited. You could use that as your tripwire page. There's lots of options. So that would be my suggestion, is use the single opt-in until you can get this ready. If you're going to use double opt-in, don't leave it set to Kajabi defaults, because it's going to hamper your list building efforts. Single opt-in, double opt-in, it's just a way of kind of protecting your email list. The good thing is now with single opt-in, there is reCAPTCHA, so you're less likely to get spam attacks or anything like that. So it just means if you're using single opt-in and Kajabi suspects anything weird is going on, then that little box will pop up saying enter, click all the squares that have got a traffic light. And I don't know if you've seen that, if you've seen that TikTok video of the girl that ends up like chasing people around the neighborhood and getting very stressed. Hopefully it won't be like that. But yeah, use double opt-in, then use these customizations and make it sound exciting for someone to click on it, so that it doesn't say confirm your subscription. Okay, I'm going to stop ranting. That's my little rant. Send a notification if you want to get notified. Send to a thank you page if you want to. But if you're sending to this custom confirmation page on a double opt-in, then I wouldn't worry about the thank you page. Okay, so form fields, easy. Name, email, lovely, normal. I did a whole thing on forms the other day. Okay, can I come to Timberlake and host me? Woohoo! Yes, please. When traveling is open again, I will be traveling everywhere. All right, so this is what we're going to do in this form to make it special. We are going to add an automation. When form is submitted, we're going to do a few automations, but the main one we want to do is grant an offer. And so when we go into grant an offer, I'm sounding very Australian tonight. We want to find our free offer. Where is our free offer? Not challenge free offer. I've got so many free offers in this training area. Okay, there we go, our free mini course. Now, please make sure, usually I don't send this offer grant email unless I'm doing it through a form, because that's that kind of Kajabi receipt email. And if you're sending a nice email that's formatted and lovely, then that can be helpful. But in this situation, you want to send it, because then when you tick this, Kajabi is going to send out the login details for someone to get in. They're going to, if someone's not already on your list, Kajabi will generate them a password and will send out saying, hey, here's your access to go into the Kajabi site. So definitely make sure to send that offer grant email. And so when form is submitted, grant an offer, choose your offer, make sure that's ticked. It will be ticked by default, just don't untick it. And that then is going to, when someone fills out the form, and I'm going to show you how we put the form on a page in a sec, then they're going to get access and they're then going to be able to log into their library, etc. Now, I would also suggest the email sequence, the same thing. If you are doing the email sequence through them going to the checkout, you're doing a free offer. So make sure that you send them something, welcome them into your world, even just say hi. One of the things that we've got, if I'm not sure if you have signed up to our Kajabi resource vault, but one of the little tricks that I have learned is on there, down the bottom, it just kind of, talks a little bit about how to access it. And then one of the things on there, it says, can you do me a favor and hit reply and just write, I'm in. The amount of people that respond to that, it's fantastic. And I think it's just that, every chance that you can get to just start building that relationship is really important. So something like that, just to try and encourage people to hit reply. If someone replies to your email, your future emails are far more likely to end up in their inbox. And as well, it gives you a chance to trigger a conversation and connection with someone. I'm not going to keep going on about that. We can look at email sequences in future, but pick your email sequence. I think I did this one. I think I just made this one freebie. We'll go and fix that later. And then again, the same thing with your tag, although the tag in the, oh, actually, hang on a minute. Do you know what? I'm going to stop myself right there because this is an offer. The offer has already got the automation, so you don't need to do it twice. So I'm going to take that off. Sweet. I forgot we were doing it on an offer, not a regular form. So because we are granting access to this offer, the offer has automations, and we did the automations for grant access. See, I was being organized in advance. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll go back so you know what I'm talking about. So you don't need to do it in both places. So we have a form. I'm going to recap. This is a form for a free mini course. We're going to put this form on a page. So we are going to do double opt-in only if we're going to customize it and encourage people to click on the email. Let them know that they need to do this and they have to take this last step before they can get access. And also on the thank you page as well, if you create a thank you page, remind them they need to look out in their email. Just say you're almost there. Please look in your email for confirmation. Now, if you don't want to do any of that, you can do single opt-in and just, be careful to make sure that you keep list hygiene up if you're using single opt-in. Okie dokie. All right. So that's that. Form fields, normal, add whichever fields that you would like, name, etc. When form is submitted, grant offer to the free course that you've set up. So you need to do the offer first, even if you're doing it as a free offer, and even if you're not using the checkout, you have to have an offer to attach to a product. So that's the trick. So do the offer, then do the form. And if you're giving them access to a product, I would do the product, then the offer, then the form. So work backwards, start from the end and work backwards. All right, so we've got our form. Now it's just a case of, I'm just going to jump back in just to show you what I mean with the automation. So because the automation on this gives access to the offer that we made before is this free mini course. So option 1 is send them to the free mini course. Choose your option, go to checkout. I have this set up currently as a paid course with a coupon. So you can come back and have a look over that, or you can just set it to free. And then I have these automations. So when the offer is granted, so when the form is submitted and the offer is granted, they'll get this tag. When the form is submitted, offer is granted, they'll get an email sequence. And they will get a confirmation. So if it's granted, they will get that email sent to them. I think we're almost there. Okay, so last thing to do if you are doing a free mini course is to put it onto your page. So you can put it onto a home page. Excuse me, need some water. Home page, sales page, about page, all of the pages if you want. Any pages that you have, we're just going to add in a form block. Excuse me. Let's just pick a page, random page. I have so many random pages in here. Let's go on test. Test page will do. Obviously, you'll make the page pretty. I'll be doing page prettying in another training. I wonder if anyone could handle it if I just did like a 12-hour day of nonstop Kajabi. I mean, I could do that. I would freaking love it. I think some people might be like, whoa, too much Kajabi. It's never too much for me. Okay, so we're going to go form and text as the option. So this means it's going to just say, hey, want the free course? You could just add just a form in and format it, but this is just an easy, nice way to do it. So then we need to pick our form. So we've got our free mini course. Free mini course form. And if you have a thank you page, you can direct to the thank you page. But in this situation, we don't, because I haven't made one. But if that's the ideal situation, that you would make a custom thank you page. Let them know on the custom thank you page that they should go and check their email box if you're doing the double opt-in. Okay, so you can update this here. So you can either get rid of the text and just put the text in here, or you can give some more information, or you could put an image next to that. It's probably nicer than text and form. You could probably swap this, get rid of the get rid of this text box and add content and add a mock-up image is probably a good option. But we're going to go back to our form, get the free mini course. Get started, all the information about your course, fill that in. You could add something in here, and the disclaimer is another sort of way to be like, join our email list and get access. So you're just, to the course and other great updates, something along those lines. You can put that in here. We promise to never spam. Never spam. You can put whatever you would like in there. If you've got, if you did want to put in there some information about that they need to check their inbox for access, you could do that as well. So this is on the page now. So you can basically make this how you want it to be. Of course. Whatever you would like to have in your button, change your button colors, make it pretty, make your page pretty, get rid of the text, put an image in, whatever you would like to do. If this was on your homepage, someone would say, hey, I want the free mini course. They would fill the form out. If it's single opt-in, they would then get access to it straight away. They will be sent an email with their login details, and they'll be able to log in and get access to the free mini course. If this was a checkout, if your button action, so the button action at the moment is on a form. So if you wanted to do it so it was not on a form, you would not put a form block. We could just do it in a block like this. The call to action could be, get the free mini course. All the reasons it is cool. And what we would do then is on the call to action part, give me the course, and I would suggest putting a picture in here as well. You would go to a checkout page, and we are going to go to our free mini course. Now, I don't know if you remember before, but we have this coupon code version where it's going to actually take the price off. So if you have it set up for free and it's actually free, go to a checkout page, go to the free mini course. If it's a situation where I've done like this, where I've put a price on the course and then I want to discount it to make it look free, then you would go to a URL and you would copy that link with the coupon code attached that you get in the coupon area, and you would then save that. So when someone clicks on it, get rid of that, and we'll do a little save and a preview. So this is the two, it's kind of three, but two ways that you can do it. So pretend this is our homepage. So get the free mini course, give me the course. This is going to open up with the coupon applied, and it's then going to show us 100% off, and it's going to say 0. Put your email in, get your course. Obviously, put a little bit more information in there and make this prettier. Then your other option, oops, hang on, we're going to go back so we can go back to that page. The other option is then come in and put your information in, give me the course, and then it is going to, so someone's like, oh, cool. So it's just, I guess it's that, two different ways of doing this. You could also put it on a two-step opt-in. If you just wanted to have it like this, you could have it, instead of going to a checkout, go to a two-step opt-in with the form. Oh, now I'm getting complicated with even more options. But yeah, so you can just then go to give me the course. Someone will then go to the thank you page if you have made it, to say, hey, go and look in your email for confirmation. I'd go and look in the email, I'd get confirmation, and then get, the email saying, yes, you've got the course, congratulations, log in here, etc., etc. So those are the different ways that you can do it. Isn't it good to have options? There's no right or wrong. It's just what you prefer. You might prefer to do something like this because it looks a little bit cleaner rather than having a form, although you could do it like this and then have it pop up. More options. But yeah, hopefully that was really, really helpful for you. And all right, bye for now.